At around 9:33 p.m. on February 23, 2025, Trooper Harris spotted a gray Chevrolet Corvette racing eastbound in the third lane of Interstate 630 near Fair Park Avenue. From his position on the right shoulder, Harris had his front radar locked in and confirmed the Corvette was pushing 92 miles per hour in a 60 mile per hour zone. He pulled onto the interstate, activating his emergency lights and siren in an attempt to stop the vehicle. But the driver wasn't slowing down. Instead, the Corvette continued eastbound at over 90 miles per hour, weaving recklessly between lanes of moderate traffic, clear signs the driver was determined to outrun law enforcement. At South Cedar Street and West 21st Street, Trooper Harris lost sight of the speeding Chevrolet Corvette and ended the pursuit. At approximately 9:38 p.m., Little Rock Police Chief Timothy Brown located the car and briefly engaged in a high-speed chase before losing it again. Trooper Harris then coordinated with the Little Rock Police Department's real-time crime center. Using city cameras, the center confirmed the vehicle as a gray Chevrolet Corvette with Tennessee license plate BSS 6174, last seen traveling northbound on John Barrow Road. Arkansas State Police units moved into the area to intercept. At approximately 10:03 p.m., Sergeant Corey Earls spotted the car and initiated another pursuit. A few minutes later, the driver lost control and struck the center median, sending the Chevrolet Corvette airborne before it left the roadway and came to a stop. Officers quickly moved in and took the driver into custody without further incident. The driver stated that he had been residing in Arkansas for more than 30 days. He was identified as Jorge Rubio, a 23-year-old Hispanic male from Tennessee. Rubio was transported to Baptist Health Medical Center in Little Rock for medical evaluation, then booked into the Pulaski County Regional Detention Facility. In the next incident, a motorcyclist fled from police at speeds reaching 175 miles per hour, making it nearly impossible for officers to keep pace with the pursuit. On Wednesday, August 20, 2025, at approximately 2:54 a.m., Sergeant Ben Ibarra was en route to an unrelated traffic stop on Interstate 430 North, near the 11-mile marker, when Faulkner County requested assistance with a motorcycle pursuit traveling eastbound on Interstate 40 near the 139-mile marker. Sergeant Ibarra positioned himself at the Crystal Hill exit of Interstate 40, prepared either to continue east or merge onto Interstate 430 South, depending on the suspect's path. At approximately 2:58 a.m., the motorcycle passed his location at an estimated 150 miles per hour as he merged onto Interstate 40 eastbound from Crystal Hill. Sergeant Ibarra immediately engaged in pursuit with his emergency lights and siren activated. The pursuit continued eastbound on Interstate 40 to the 153-mile marker, where Sergeant Ibarra was able to close the distance. He attempted to position himself alongside the motorcycle, but was unsuccessful. The motorcycle then tried to pass him on the right, at which point Sergeant Ibarra narrowed the lane to force the rider to slow down. The motorcycle struck the front passenger side door and mirror of the patrol car, causing minor damage, before wobbling onto the gravel shoulder. The rider regained control and accelerated back onto the interstate. pursuit continued northbound on Interstate 57. While navigating through curves, Sergeant Ibarra was able to close the gap. But on the straight stretches, the motorcycle accelerated to an estimated 175 miles per hour. Near the 9-mile marker, Sergeant Ibarra reduced his speed, realizing the motorcycle was unlikely to be captured and hoping the rider might exit the interstate once he saw the patrol car fall behind. At approximately 3:06 a.m., near the 11-mile marker, Sergeant Ibarra lost sight of the motorcycle completely and terminated the pursuit. Local agencies were notified and instructed to check fuel stations along Interstate 57. But the suspect motorcycle has not yet been located. In the next incident, a man tried to outrun Arkansas State Police, but he quickly realized it was a mistake. At 9:07 p.m. on January 21, 2025, Bartlett Police reported a stolen Nissan Maxima northbound on Interstate 55 near the 10-mile marker. Trooper Collier Wright responded and soon clocked the car at 130 miles per hour near mile marker 19. The driver briefly cut the headlights at exit 21 before speeding up again, prompting Wright to activate his lights and siren.
TBI.
The suspect exited onto the service road and turned west on Highway 42, accelerating to about 100 miles per hour. Trooper Wright closed the gap and set up for a tactical vehicle intervention. When the driver suddenly hit the brakes, the maneuver was carried out, sending the Nissan into a ditch on the right shoulder. Trooper Dylan Evans arrived moments later to assist in a felony stop. The driver, identified as Anthony Powers, surrendered without incident and was taken into custody. In the next incident, a woman led state troopers on a pursuit, despite having her young child in the car. On September 17, 2024, at about 5:56 p.m., Trooper Guerriere with the Florida Highway Patrol attempted to stop a black Lincoln displaying an expired temporary tag on Southwest 10th Street east of Powerline Road. When he activated his emergency lights and siren, the driver took off.
So I'm the only person on this stage who has prosecuted transnational criminal organizations for the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings. And let me say that the United States Congress, including some of the most conservative members of the United States Senate, came up with a border security bill, which I supported. And that bill would have put 1,500 more border agents on the border to help those folks who are working there right now overtime, trying to do their job. It would have allowed us to stem the flow of fentanyl coming into the United States. I know there's so many families watching.
The driver accelerated, weaving through traffic and nearly colliding with two other vehicles while changing lanes. The car then ran a red light at Newport Center Drive before entering Interstate 95 southbound. Recognizing the danger to other motorists, Trooper Guerriere made the decision to perform a precision immobilization technique to bring the pursuit to an end.
14, we're checking at 20 now.
Trooper Guerrier executed the pit maneuver, ending the pursuit. The driver, identified as Vintoya Woodard, was taken into custody at 6:01 p.m. A child was found in the front passenger seat. Paramedics confirmed the child was unharmed, and custody was later released to a family member. Woodard told officers she fled out of fear and admitted her license had been suspended. A female deputy from the Broward County Sheriff's Office conducted a search before Trooper Guerrier transported Woodard to the Broward County Jail without incident. In the next incident, a driver thought he could outrun Arkansas State Police, but he forgot one crucial detail. Troopers always keep the pit maneuver in their playbook. On Thursday, April 10, 2025, at approximately 7:27 p.m., Trooper Tyler Riles exited Interstate 57 onto McCain Boulevard. As he neared the intersection of McCain and Landers Road, he saw blue lights flashing ahead and a silver pickup weaving through traffic. To control the intersection and redirect the suspect, Trooper Riles activated his emergency lights. The driver responded by turning north onto Landers Road, away from the congestion on McCain.
He's continuing. We're at 50 miles an hour northbound. He's not stopping.
Trooper Riles took the lead on Landers Road, traveling at about 65 miles per hour. He pulled alongside the fleeing vehicle and used his PA system to order the driver, later identified as Mary Weatherspoon, to stop. Weatherspoon, seen speaking on her cell phone, yelled profanities, made obscene gestures, and brake-checked his patrol car while continuing to flee.
Pull over.
With the driver refusing to comply and creating danger on the roadway, Trooper Riles set up for a pit maneuver. Making contact with the rear quarter panel of the pickup, he forced it off course. The truck skidded to the shoulder and came to a stop. Troopers quickly closed in and placed Mary Weatherspoon under arrest without further incident. In the next incident, a man tried to outrun police, but he quickly realized every effort was pointless against troopers on his tail. At 11:20 a.m. on April 8, 2025, Chief Adrian Belcher and Trooper Johnson were notified that Dardanelle police were pursuing a Chevrolet S10 pickup truck after an equipment violation and reports of a passenger discarding suspected illegal substances. The pickup was heading south on Highway 7. As the pursuit continued, Ola police officers Terry Howell and Anthony Chronister deployed spike strips near Tucker Road and Highway 7. The deployment was successful, but the suspect pickup kept going toward the Ola city limits.
Stay primary. Third take all.
We're east on North 2nd Street. For all units, that will be direct. That will be direct. Passing Gold Street on 2nd Street. Tim. The Tim said TPI. TPI. Temple.
After turning onto East Spring Road, Trooper Johnson executed a tactical vehicle intervention, forcing the suspect pickup off the roadway. The driver, identified as Craig Sebastian, fled on foot but was quickly captured by Trooper Johnson after a short chase. The passenger, Michaela Bowden, surrendered inside the pickup and was taken into custody by Dardanelle police. Sebastian was transported to the Yell County Detention Center, while Bowden was cited and released by Dardanelle police for littering.
You ain't got to play with fucking oranges shit.
You don't have to fucking run either. And put everybody else in danger.
In the next incident, a driver tried to outrun police, but he quickly learned that Florida was the wrong place to make that choice. On August 25, 2024, at about 6:31 p.m., a Florida Highway Patrol trooper spotted a white Chevrolet Trax weaving through traffic at speeds up to 91 miles per hour on State Road 836. The driver, later identified as Sean Anthony Guerra Chung, was stopped. As the trooper approached the vehicle, he noticed an unidentified object being dragged from the rear right floorboard.
I apologize. I'm trying to get to my grandmother. Like right now.
You got your driver's license on you?
Yo, hold on, bro. Get it pulled over. Give me a second. Yo, I am pulled over. Give me a second. Que venga, cojones.
Alright. Whose car is this? I don't need that. So you're getting pulled over for two things. You're going to be for the speed and the zigzagging through it. You have a medical marijuana card on it? Where is it at?
I have it on me, but I have all the information.
Have any medical marijuana inside the vehicle? I know, I'm fucking standing right here. Anything else inside the car today you get pulled over, any other type of drug, any pills, cocaine, habit, anything like that? Any weapons inside the vehicle? I'm asking you for a search if there's anything in here, man. Nothing in here. You mind put the back window down for me? You on probation for what?
When questioned about the stop, Guerra Chung said he was in a hurry. While standing outside the vehicle, troopers detected a strong odor of burnt marijuana and noticed a smoked blunt tucked behind his left ear. Guerra Chung claimed to have a medical marijuana card, but could not produce it. He denied having any other drugs inside the car. Troopers then saw a green backpack in the same spot where Guerra Chung had been shuffling earlier. Ordered to exit for a probable cause search, he refused, asked for a supervisor, and ignored repeated commands. Moments later, he shifted the vehicle into drive and attempted to flee.
Let me see your fucking hand! Let me see your hand! Pit. Let me see your hand! Let me see your fucking hand! Step out, bro! Get on the fucking floor! Get on the fucking floor! Get on the floor! I'm scared. Macho, get on the floor! I'm scared, bro! Get on the floor! Scared, get on the floor! I'm Miami, start me another unit. Get on the floor, Macho! Get on the floor!
Troopers ended the pursuit with a pit maneuver, bringing Sean Anthony Guerra Chung's vehicle to a stop. He was taken into custody. A backpack was not immediately found during the vehicle search, but it was later located on the right shoulder, west of the stop. Inside, troopers discovered a pink tube with 2 Ziploc bags of cocaine, a small amount of marijuana, and other packaged cannabis. They also found a pink Ziploc bag with cocaine, 2 bottles of alprazolam, Xanax, and an unlabeled prescription container. In total, 959 alprazolam pills, 24 grams of marijuana, and 28 grams of cocaine were seized. After being read his Miranda rights, Guerra Chung admitted he fled out of fear, but denied ownership of the backpack.
What